Alright, we're gonna do this one more. Okay, so to do whips, if you want to do an oppo to the right, you are going to pull your stick back and then slide it all the way up to the front, and you push your stick to the right. If you want to do an oppo to the left, you pull it back, you slide it all the way up and push it to the left. Right? Yeah, so I'm gonna do an oppo to the left. No, I'm an idiot. It's opposite. Fuck. Okay, so to do an oppo to the left, you would go pull your weight back, your right stick back, you would slide it, rotate it all the way up to the front, pushing your left stick to the left. Do an oppo to the right, you would pull it back, your right stick, and then you would slide it all the way up, pushing your left stick to the right. So I'm going to do an oppo to the right. That's pretty much the movement of an oppo. You can get better as you go, but that's the movement of it. And then to do a turn down to the right, you would go pull your stick all the way to the top. And you would push your stick all the way up to the top. And then you would go and you would slide all the way to you would rotate it all the way down like this. That'll have you do an oppo to the right, where your rear wheel will flip towards the right, but it'll go like really nasty, like a turn down. And I threw that a little bit too hard, so I did 360. And then if you want to do it to the left, you do the same thing. To the left. Not good with these tutorials. Alright, do this again. Alright, so to do oppos, you play around and you pretty much go and you pull your right stick all the way down and then you slide it all the way up. And it doesn't matter which way you pull it down, slide it all the way up. To do turn downs, you push it all the way up and you slide it all the way down. Push it all the way up and you slide it all the way down. There'll be a whole bunch of different variations that you just learn. So I'll do a little oppo. It's going to be a really shitty oppo, but better that you get it on more styles that you can get. But that's pretty much an oppo. Really sloppy one, but that's an oppo movement. And then to do a turn down, you can shit on this number right here. Yep, there we go. Know it. To do turn downs, you just push it all the way up and slide it over. And the more aggressive that you are with the slide and the movement and position, it's really finicky in this game. But push it all the way up, slide it all the way down. That's pretty much a turn down. I love the bike physics, they're great. You can get more stylish as you go, and they can do it the same way the other way. That's pretty much how you do this. I'll do one more oppo. This is just a tutorial for me, but fuck it, I decided to make it public. I know I'm not that good at this game at all. I like playing it on the side for fun. Just free riding, not racing, not being competitive or anything. I'm trying to oppo on this. That was a horrible oppo. It also matters how you control your bike as well. Like, your bike movement matters too, not just your body weight. So like, if you push your bike out completely to go this way and then pull it back in depending on what jump it is, you're pretty much set. Also, if you want this map, I'll have a download link in the description. It's not fully done. I never completed it, but I really don't want to complete it. I had too much stuff happen. Yeah. Wheelies are super simple. Like, I'll just, fuck it, why not? This is a tutorial for me. In case I stop playing this game, I can go back to it and still play it, but you just kind of get comfortable the wheelies as you go. It really just muscle memory. Like, you learn to pop the clutch, and the slower that you go, more control that you have, but also you lose control at the same time because the bike starts to tilt and want to get heavy. The more the momentum that you have, the easier that it is to control the bike, the more speed, but also it's also harder. Like, if I was to sit here for like about an hour to 2 hours and just get used to the wheelies again, I probably could be circle wheeling, but I don't really care that much. I'm also playing a new game called Track AR. We're gonna put this map in Track AR. I'm collabing with some dude. I'll put his name in the description down below too. But it's for Track AR, not this game. But this was an old map that I made called Beware Ground. I mean, it's kind of cool, but yeah, this video is just for me, but I figured I'd put it to the public. I probably already said that. My brain has not been working. Content creating for me is like, right now. But you know, I play games every now and then. Like, I was trying to try to sit turn down. Oh, I did 360 on accident. Oops. But yeah, that's the movement of it. And I put the controller like down towards the center because I've seen other tutorials where they have like the controller off to like the side. Yeah, like usually I like kind of go through everything I'm gonna say, but this is gonna be like one take. I'm gonna try and do it one take. You just kind of gotta get used to the game. Like, there is no proper way to whip. Like, you watch all the other videos. Like, I was watching the videos and they just wouldn't help me if I forget how to play the game. I've been playing the game for a decent amount, and like, you watch all the other videos and it's like they don't explain how, like, to whip, you could just whip moving the bike and your body weight a little bit and you still can get some pretty crazy whips. Like, let me try and get something going. Like, move my way back. No, it's whatever though. But when you move the bike, it's all about the bike movement and the body weight movement, not just the body weight movement. A lot of people think like, oh, you need the best settings and stuff like that. Again, like, I'm not good at the game or anything like that. I just like playing here and there, and I've kind of, it's what I've learned, and I know it'll help other people. And you know, things like that. A lot of people have like the problem with like when they turn, like they smack the ground. I also want to just like show my settings real fast. I'll show you why in a second. So these are my input settings. These are input 2, input 3, graphics, MISC, simulation. Those are all my settings. You can like go through and pause them. But I want to point out real fast, I'm on 96 gain. If you bump this stuff to like 66 and you're having a lot of trouble playing the game and you don't know how to play, you will never fall. Now keep in mind, you won't be able to turn, so, you know, turning will suck, but if you're playing free ride maps and you want to play with your friends and you want to look like you're better, and, you know, I'm not saying like you won't still fall. Like, if I hit something huge or I like do a wheelie and fall, I'm gonna fall. If I hit like this, I'm still gonna fall, right? But if you're having trouble with turning and, you know, things like that, like right now I'm max turning right now. I cannot fall as much as I try, right? Like, it's kind of like a cheat code. People don't teach that, like, in the tutorials either. That's why I'm kind of like, this isn't a tutorial video. It's just like a kind of playing and like showing like what a couple of hours like actually mean in this game. But like, you can have some fun if you tweak around those settings. But now keep in mind, if you were to load up like a supercross map real fast, right? And again, I know my map's complete shit. I think it's fun. It's my style. I like doing supermoto and you know, MX as well. So like supermoto, motocross style, free ride, stuff like that. But I'm just showing this real fast because no one shows. It's like almost having training wheels in this game, and you can gradually go up as you go. Like you could go like, let's say from 66, let's go to 86, right? 86 right there is probably about the max where it goes, and then after that you will fall. Like right there, I fell, but it took a long time to fall. So keep that in mind. Like if you, the lower that you have it, the less turning that you lose, but the more control that you gain. If that kind of makes sense. Like you can have a more fun experience and not need to worry about turning, and you can go slow on a track and turn, but you can't come into it beaming and rail the turn, if that makes sense. I'm also playing in third person right now because I like playing in third and first person. Again, I do not race. I just free ride, have fun with the game, throw backflips and stuff. Like to do backflip, kind of just do stuff like that, and you get backflips going. And then to do front flips, you have to like pop your front brake, or like wheelie, pop your front brake, and then pop your rear brake. It's really hard to do front flips in this. Which kind of sucks. It'd be nice if like you could just kind of smack your front brake and get more of like a over the bars type movement. Again, like I don't know much about like the real mechanics of riding yet. Like I ride and I'm learning it still. Like you can always learn. People who don't think you can learn even once you're good, that's where they go wrong and they get injured. But I'm pretty sure if you were to like smack your front brake and then get a certain rotation around and then beam the gas, I think that's how you can front flip. I may sound really stupid, but I know it has something to do with your front brake. But you can like look at my settings, look how I'm moving my sticks and stuff, and you can kind of get a feel for it. But there is no right settings. Like all these people out here saying like, oh, these are the best settings. These are the settings that I like and that I have fun with. And if I stop playing this game, I'll look back on this video and go back to these settings. I've had them for a while. Now, I'm not saying like the game that I'm set up on right now that I like, because like, let's say I go in the middle and we go to like 76. I go by sixes in this game too. I don't know why, it's what I do. But if you look, I'm not flying right now on 76. Like it's all the way down, right? And I'm not falling. But keep in mind, you lose turning. So if I was to switch to like a supercross track, I don't, like, again, I don't even know why the fuck I'm making this video, but I'll switch to a supercross track real fast, like a default supercross track that you kind of load the game up with. I'm not gonna like show how to install mods and stuff. I'm not even a tutorial channel. I used to do like glitches and stuff, and then I got into funny moments, and then I kind of like, but now I kind of just want to make any content and just kind of have fun with it, have it more organic. I'll stop talking as much, but if I load up a supercross, like just a basic supercross like this, see how like the turns, it's like a really like narrow turn, like short turn, like it's not like a wide turn, so you lose turning when you play lower gain, but it's easier to play, if that kind of makes sense. It may not make sense to some people. Like if you want, you can ask me questions in the comment section. I don't even know how many views like this video will get. It's not even like a serious video. It was a video I was just gonna make for myself, and I figured, you know what, fuck it, everybody asks how to play all the time, and some people just don't teach because they gatekeep the fucking video game. But like, see how like it looks like I'm able to turn here, like I'll show you real fast. So it looks like I can turn, and I can turn pretty well, don't get me wrong, but this is probably like, I don't even want to talk about what just happened there. I don't even understand how that, but if you're coming in really fast, right? You come in super fast and you go to turn, you're losing your turning, see? Like it may not look like it, and it may look like, oh, I could play those settings. I mean, you may be able to get really good and, you know, smack like your back brake and smack your front brake and then just beam back into another gear. But the faster that you go, the harder that it is to turn really fast. Like if you look, that's a wide turn that I'm making. Same thing like over here, right? You press your back brake, but you lose the turning a little bit. But it's like playing with training wheels. Like you get the idea of how to play the game, so you can slowly move up and get comfortable with it. So you have to press the back brake, and I'm still not even turning. Like I can't take that turn. But if I switch to like a 96 and try to take that turn, or like an 86, the gain is pretty much, to explain it, this gain right here, a lot of people think like I did not mean to do that. A lot of people think like the direct lean is how you get more like better with turning, but direct lean is just how fast your bike leans back up. So if I was to switch this all the way up and I was to make a turn, your character will lean all the way down and then pop right back up. But the lower that you go, your character will stay down and gradually lean back up. But the gain, on the other hand, is where it's at. Like if I switch this all the way to 150, I don't even think I'll be able to play that. I'm probably crazy for doing that, but yeah, like it gets really, really sensitive. Like now I have more turning, but you're not on training wheels anymore. Like you'll fall. See, like I'm falling because I'm leaning so fast with the control. But if I bump this all the way to 66, now I'm not falling at all, but I lose the turning. That's all I can turn fully on the joystick. But if I go and I bump it up to, let's say 100, I usually play like 96, but 100, and I turn, I already have more turn now, right? But if I go and I go all the way down, like, you gotta play around with that and get comfortable with it. I may start playing on 100. I don't know. I don't plan on racing or anything. These are just free ride settings, having fun with friends, playing free ride maps like Devil's Gulch and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much that. I probably left out a lot of other stuff. I'm not gonna play 100. 100's way too dumb. I like 96. 96 is like, or like 91, 90 around there. Just play around with it. It's about body weight leaning and bike leaning. And I'm probably going to put it back to 96 for right now, though. But yeah,